If a man wants a relationship with you, he'll do these 5 things. So in this video, I'm gonna reveal 5 key things that men do when they're looking to commit to you. I've honestly talked to guys who say some pretty surprising things when it comes to what makes a girl girlfriend material versus a girl that they would just get with and never treat as something serious. Based on all of these conversations, I've boiled it down to 5 key things that most guys do, and honestly, knowing this is gonna put you in a major competitive advantage with other women because most women don't really take the time to dissect, analyze, and boil these things down to common threads across what all men say. All men end up saying the same thing. Okay, 99% of men, not all men, 99%, or a huge amount. If he wants a relationship with you, he's very likely to be doing these 5 things, or at least a few of them, if not most of them. Knowing this gives you clarity, and not knowing it is gonna make you lose yourself constantly worrying about what's gonna happen. Hey, it's Erin, your personal love expert, back again on the channel where we make men make sense. VixenDaily. If you wanna know the 5 keys that point to a man being ready to commit, then write "I'm ready" right now in the comments while the intro plays. This video has been requested so many times, and I hope that you guys enjoy what I've put together for you. But before we dive into the video, I have a small favor to ask. If you like this video, if you like any of my videos, anything about me, what I'm wearing, dating advice, please give me a like, a thumbs up, give me a like, a share, subscribe to the channel, tell people about it. Okay, now let's finally dive right into number 1. So, the first sign that he wants a serious relationship, serious is the key here, is that he's consistent with contact. So, am I saying he has to reach out every day? Absolutely not. But when you ask yourself, what are the signs that he actually wants a relationship with me? What are the signs he wants a relationship with me? Not the signs that he just wants a fling or a booty call. It's that there's consistency, and it's gonna go on for maybe 2 months or more. So it's consistent, persistent, maybe it's, in person, it's video chatting, it's phone calls, but there's a quality of the interaction and there's a consistency. Consistency. That's what you want to look at. If someone is just going to reach out when they're bored, they're not going to be doing it consistently. If a guy wants you just for your body, he's going to be doing it when he wants your body. He's not going to be doing it when he's, just sitting and wants to chill and go to dinner and invite you to a picnic or to a family function or to whatever he's inviting you to. The consistency is really where you're going to see the truth, because people do things and incorporate them into their routine when they genuinely want them into their life. They want them in their life. He's not going to be consistently reaching out to someone he doesn't have a connection with, and he's not going to be consistently doing this if he doesn't see any type of future with you. Why would he? Why would a guy be the one initiating this reach out and want to consistently get to know you more and more and be in person more and more, hang out, talk, deepen the connection? Why? Think about it logically. And again, if it's a week, you can't think that he wants a serious relationship. But if it's been a month to 2 months, I would look at it as 2 months. But to be honest, obsessing over the time is useless. What you really need to see is it a long period of time with consistently in contact? Again, not every hour, not saying, "Hey, honey, today I brushed my teeth. How are you? He. No, that's not going to happen. But it's going to be like a consistent, reach out where it's maybe 3 times a week, whether it's whatever. It's going to be a consistent thing. So every guy has his own, amount of time he wants to do this, but it's going to be consistent. That's what you're looking for. Next, he will integrate you into multiple layers of his life. What on earth does that mean? I'm going to tell you. So he's going to bring you into many areas of his life. So you've been to his house, you have been to work functions, you've met his friends and family. One of the biggest signs a guy wants to date you, and a sign that a guy wants a relationship, is he wants to bring you into his life, multiple spheres of his life, whether it's bringing you on vacation, whether it's taking you anywhere, to weddings, special events. If he keeps you in one domain, like for example, just getting drinks and then going back to the bedroom, or just Netflix and chilling. I cringe using that word. However, it is very fitting here. If he keeps you in one layer, doesn't bring you into any others, or, goes for drinks with you at a nice hotel or at a bar, but then goes back to the bedroom, whether it's a bedroom on the beach, whether it's a bedroom in his room, whether it's a bedroom in your house, that is not the same as bringing you to weddings, bringing you to a work function. Even if you've met his kid and he has a kid, holy Toledo, that is a huge obvious integration in his life. But if you've met his mom, if you've met his friends, all these arenas add up. Men don't just do this casually. So there's a drastic difference here between having fun and just keeping you in one arena but kind of hiding you from everyone else versus integrating you. Number 3, he specifically says, I don't do XYZ, and then what does he do? He ends up doing it with you even though he doesn't normally do it. So if he ever says, you're the exception to anything, for example, I normally don't talk to girls for this long, but with you, it's different. I normally don't like to go to the movies, but with you, it's actually fun. I normally don't like to cook, but with you, I love cooking. It's actually fun. I don't normally like to go hiking, but with you, I'm inspired to do it. That is the biggest heartwarming thing in terms of you and him actually being such a good match and him feeling so much better around you that it's a pretty solid signal that he probably wants a relationship. When a guy feels like everything is better when you're in his life, that is a major sign that you can be happy about, because that's the heart of a great relationship. So what do you think about what I just said? Let me know in the comments down below. Sign number 4. So one of the biggest signs he wants to date you is that he will stay intimate after the hookup. So what on earth does this mean? Does this mean that if a guy hooks up with you and then he keeps hooking up with you, that he wants to date you? Absolutely not. In fact, that is a common trap women fall into, because they think that just because they've hooked up and then it keeps happening, even though he does nothing else to show you that, he's displaying signs he wants you to be his girlfriend, it's not the same thing as you guys hooking up and then he actually deepens the relationship. He deepens the connection. He does other things to help your relationship grow. Let me explain something so you fully understand. When you hook up with a guy, that is one arena of life in a relationship. A relationship is composed of many parts. So that is just one part, the physical, intimate connection, but it's not the only thing. So if you have hooked up and then he continues to get to know you more, he takes you out on real life dates, he, talks to you over dinner, he talks to you on the phone, he shares details about you, he asks about your life, he actually delves deeper into the physical, but also the emotional relationship, that is a huge sign that he wants to actually be serious with you. Men can have fun and have the bedroom time, but that is not the only thing you need for a serious relationship. So don't fall into the trap of thinking that just because you hooked up and keep hooking up, it means that he wants to date. No, that means that he keeps wanting to have pleasure and do the physical thing, but he is not mentioning commitment. And if you mention it, he will either ignore it or just let you say it and not really acknowledge it or brush it off. Or maybe he specifically said he doesn't want a relationship. Either way, don't look at just the physical hooking up as anything, but if he keeps connecting and deepening a relationship, adding layers to the piece, then you're in business. Signs he wants a relationship, number 5. There is a future that you are woven into as the relationship progresses. This is kind of similar to number 2, where he integrates you into his life, many facets, but that is the external. What I'm talking about is how you fit into his inner world as a man. You fit into his big picture, his vision, what he wants in life, where he's heading. One of the big signs a man wants you is he sees you as part of his future, and he wants a relationship because you make his future seem brighter. Even though he might not have his life together, his future figured out, or even himself figured out yet, he knows that having you in his life makes him feel like a better man. It brings out his best and it helps him feel like a winner at life, no matter what. One of the big signs he likes you, honestly, and even one of the big signs he wants to marry you, he wants to put a ring on it, he wants to literally get down on one knee and ask you to be his wife. I mean this so sincerely, is this. You make him feel like a better man. You make him feel like he can conquer what he wants to conquer. You inspire him. You give him clarity. You build him up. You don't break him down. You don't, just kick him when he's down. You actually see him. You are the one woman that has broken past the mask he wears to society, and you're in his corner. He feels in his gut, whether he knows it consciously or not, that having you in his corner will make him a bigger winner in the world than he ever could on his own. And that makes him cherish you. This is one of the most powerful things that you can ever do when it comes to men and dating. If you're looking for a man to say to himself, this is a woman I cannot forget about. This woman is not replaceable. This is so much deeper than any kind of love or physical relationship I've had before. This is special. This is such a rare thing, and so few women even realize how profound this is. So you really have a power that you can use, and you need to understand something. When I say that you need to make a man feel like a winner, I don't mean that you need to go say, you can do it. You're so great. You need my support. You need me to basically do everything for you. Men don't want coddling. Men don't want you to say that, they are weak and you have to help them. That's not what men are looking for. Men don't want you to feel pity for them. Men don't want you to feel like, oh, poor, wounded bird. I'm going to heal him back to health. I'm going to mommy him. I'm going to baby him. I'm going to do everything and go out of my way to make him feel like he's taken care of. Men want to be the one handling their life. Men want to take life by the horns and go for what they want. It doesn't matter whether he wants to be a creative, whether he wants to be a teacher, whether he is a teacher, whether he's a doctor, whether he's a CEO, whether he's whatever he is, whether he's even like a college student trying to figure out his life. You have to look at him and what he values in the world, what makes him feel fulfilled, what makes him have purpose. Look at that as the most important thing in a man's life. When you see that, when you help bring him clarity, when you see things about him, you observe them, you say, I've noticed that this makes you this. I've noticed that makes you inspired. You'd be so good at that. I can't believe how good you are at that thing. And you will see him light up. You'll see him change. You'll see him open up in a way that you cannot imagine, because men wear a mask of stoicism and bravery and never wanting to tell people what they're dealing with, because men just want to figure it out. And deep down, every man wants a woman in their corner who gives them that strength, that inspiration, that feeling that they can conquer what they want to conquer, that they are really a better man, that they wouldn't be the man that they are without that woman in their corner, genuinely on his team. You'll start to see that when he used to come home from work and he was in a bad mood because some coworker or person above him at work was making him feel like belittled and disrespected, before he wouldn't discuss it with you. But if you tap into this energy, he will start to show you the truth. He will actually tell you what he's frustrated about. He'll let you in, and he will feel such relief when you sit there and you get it. You listen, you don't judge, you don't start talking about other things. You listen and you're there, and you give him that serene place and feeling that there is a woman on his team who's behind him. And I'm telling you, that will make all the difference for you. So if you have any questions about what I just described, please ask in the comments, because this is going to absolutely change your relationships forever. You must ask, because it is so important. I cannot emphasize how important this is. And Be sure to comment with your thoughts as well on any of the things I mentioned in this video. And be sure to hit the like button if you found this helpful. Share this video as well because it's a message that really needs to be heard. And if you give it a like and share it, it helps me out and it lets YouTube know to recommend this video more. And be sure to subscribe for more love advice so you can get to have the love life that you really want. And I will see you next time.